What is going on, guys? Penzik here. We're with Reaper Airsoft as always. We got a little bit, a little preview of a new sight in. This is the FC1 in black. A little red dot sight. Just got it in. Comes in a nice hard case. Retail for these things looks to be about $85. Case is kind of nice quality. Surprising, you know, but so far so good on it. So we're gonna pop it open. We're gonna check this thing out. So we've got the sight itself in a little bag. It's a fairly heavyweight sight. Let's see what else is in the case here. Anything underneath? Nothing underneath. It says flambeau for the case. Looks like we got some stuff under here. So FC1 Red Dot sight. It's got some instructions here. A 2.0 MOA. Power on, push the button while the sight is turned off. Power off, push the button for 3 seconds to, or auto shut off after NO operation in 2 hours. No operation in 2 hours. So if you don't touch it, I guess, in 2 hours, it will shut off. NV DT mode shift in turns. Brightness setting 7 levels for each mode. Brightness level change 1 level per each push. So it looks like one button operates everything from what I can tell. So FC1 body, battery cover, mil standard 1913 rail mount, function switch, windage, and adjustments, and everything else. So this is saying 1 CR2032 is what powers it. Brightness level 7 night vision, 7 daytime. I don't think this is really going to have an IR light in it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Let's see. Weight is 170 grams. Pretty decent size. They're saying battery life with a full battery is 8,654 hours at level 3 daytime brightness. So there's that. Looks like we have an Allen key, a cleaning cloth, and 2 extra mounting screws here. So let's get rid of this and let's open up the actual sight here. Comes in a little Ziploc bag, I guess you could call it. Now, first take on the sight itself is it's heavy. For as small as this thing is, it is pretty heavy. This is about the size of the back portion of an EOTech without the front battery segment. And it might even be, it's a little narrower than that too. The sight window is definitely smaller than the EOTech's. Pretty basic rail mount clamp system. It looks like this section here is spring loaded. That way you don't have to mess with it trying to get it on and off. Real basic, you clamp it on, tighten it down, it stays in place. It does have a riser segment, so it looks like the 2 screws will come off. You can remove the riser, and that's probably what the shorter screws are for, is without the riser there. With the riser, I'm going to say it's a little bit higher than the EOTech sight itself. Here's our right, left, up and down, power button. Looks like serial number, FC1 trades. Overall, pretty hefty piece of equipment here. Kind of surprising how heavy duty this is. Let's get the battery compartment open here. It looks like 2 Phillips head screws holds the battery compartment shut, which I like and I don't like. If the battery lasts as long as it says it does, you know, no need to worry. You're not going to be changing the battery too often, if at all ever. But if it doesn't, you know, and it's an over-exaggeration of battery life, you're going to be changing the battery out. So let's get that pulled open. Got those 2 out. Let's see if I can get my fingers under there to open the battery compartment. Let's see. So I can't seem to get under there. Are we able to have a pen with a tab on it, maybe? Something where I don't have to dig my big fingers under there to get it open. Nope. Where's my knife when I need it? Here it is. See if we can get it to pop open. There we go. So, if you're trying to open it, and you're just under the very lip here, it just kind of acts as a lever and kind of pinches itself in, so you're not going to get it out. Let me see if I can find the battery. I had a battery pulled out already because I knew we're going to need one. So there's our battery. It is marked on the inside which way is positive, which way is negative. So drop the battery in, holds it pretty good in the housing. Let's slide that bad boy in. See if we can get it in there. Going straight. Put our 2 screws in. Now this battery I stole out of my one side of my laser bright light, so I don't know how much is left on this battery. This is going to be a battery that's been used quite a bit, so we'll see how well it works on what I'm going to assume is a battery that's half dead, if not almost dead. Let's get that in there. Alright, so let's take a look. So there's our red dot. Oh, that's pretty dim. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is barely, just barely visible. Let's see if we can show you guys here. Let me get it back to the let's see, there's 1. I'm going to try and capture this here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Now, what did they say? I think they said it was 7 levels, right? Or was it only 5 levels? Let's see here. 7 levels for each mode. Now, if there are 7 levels there, I can't see it, because that would be 6. Let me see if we can adjust the focus of the camera here. Get this stuff out of the way. Let's bring it up a little bit here. There we go. So there's 5. It's the brightest. Second brightest. Third brightest. I wonder if those are DIR. Oh wow. Let's check it here. So that's the brightest. So right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 there. I'm not seeing it. So I'm going to say ideally, you know, based off what I can see, there's only 5 brightness adjustments. Unless we go super dark here. We may have to go like super dark to look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, I can see it. And if I go super dark, and I mean, guys, we're talking pitch black. Pitch black. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that or not. That is like the, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I don't think it's going to pick it up. It's there. I mean, it is there, but if you were pitch black, it would be perfect. But then again, if you were pitch black, you know, that's going to be, what's the point of the red dot? If you were that dark, what is the point of the dot? Now, as for IR, I don't have the PVS-14s here to check to see if it's actually picking it up. So let's get you some close-ups here. So here's the front. Oh, we got a little bit of dot there. We can see the dots from this side as well. Let's see if it'll help out and pick them up better. So okay. Try and block out the light. Nothing. And I want to say, from what I can tell, most of the red dots will drop the light from the bottom up. This one looks like it's coming off from the side here. So, alright, so there's your front. There's your side housing with everything in it. You know, where all the electronics go. Your top up and down windage. Let's see if we can get to click it all. So there is a physical click. It's not audible, but there is a click, so you'll know when it's adjusting. It looks like there's some set screws too that will. See if I can get that to line up. There we go. Some set screws here and here. They're probably pressurized a spring, you know, a little nub or a bearing that gets it to add the click there, so you could probably adjust or even lock it into place if you wanted to. There's your on and off switch, your battery compartment side. As you can see, the middle riser is actually drilled, and it looks like it's drilled to be a little more lightweight. And then your bottom is also drilled to reduce some of the weight here. So let's see if we can pull off the bottom base plate here. Take a look at that and see how it works. Now, I like it's different. It's definitely different. Let me readjust the focus. There we go. Maybe. I like it. Different design. Yeah, see, those are the longer screws. You can adjust the height. It's smaller than EOTech, so if you have something where you need something tiny with a higher profile, you're going to get a better setup there. Looks like there is a base plate there to access more of the features or more of the electronics, but it looks like you can set up, screw it on with the shorter screws, and take off probably about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of that rise, so you can get it down where you want it, nice and stubby. I think this would look good on a Vector. Somewhere along that line, I think I would enjoy it on that. But so far, for the FC1, I like it. No complaints for me. I wonder if it'll hold up to a real steel AR. I may throw it on my AR and go give it a go, see if it'll hold 0, get it sighted in. The unit itself, like I said, is heavy duty. The whole housing is made of metal. It's definitely heavy duty all the way around, which is nice. It gives you a solid feel. It doesn't feel like it's plastic, cheap, or anything else. So quality externally, I give it a 10 out of 10. Lens. Now most of the red dots in the airsoft industry have a little tint to them. This one does. It also feels like it's curved and has a little bit of just a tiny bit. It feels like it has a tiny bit of magnification. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe. I don't think it does. It feels like it should the way it looks. But the sight picture itself is clear. No complaints from me there. The dot, I know it's hard to show on a camera. The dot is crisp. You don't get a ton of reflection or anything like that coming off of it. No ghosting. Even on the higher settings, there's not really much ghosting there. And the housing itself is small, minuscule. As always, you know, you're still going to worry about damage from impact, but I mean, the housing overall 10 out of 10 quality. Sight image, I'm going to say it's like an 8 out of 10. There is that little bit of the glass is curved up front, and it's got a little bit of a shadowing around the outside edges, but the center of it's clear where it counts. The outside edges, you can see it's like a bubble or a domed on the inside like you would expect, and there's just that little bit of a tint to it that prevents it from being like that 10 out of 10 crystal clear perfect sight picture. But for what it is, overall, you know, I think 9 out of 10. We'll see if it can hold up here. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to throw it on something, see if it can hold up to it. But that is the Airsoft FC1 Red Dot sight. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if you run this yourself, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, or if you, like you said, if you have any questions, let us know. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If it helps you out or we helped you out before, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. It greatly helps us out, guys. We appreciate it. You have a great day.